Hello. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Bold and Beautiful Recap and Preview. Today's show was a little bit interesting. A lot of things went down in between a bicker and batter father and son, and pretty much love is in the air again, and some harsh words were said in the beginning. But we're gonna get started today because I got a whole lot of shit to talk about, and it's gonna be a bam epic ass show. If you give me just 1 second, I'm gonna grab me a piece of paper because we're gonna be doing something a little bit later in the show while everybody's doing their commercials. Okay, you feel me? All right, let's get started. Time to start off how the show really started off. So Wyatt and Katie and Bill all bickering about this whole marriage. With the whole engagement, Bill was not allowing it. He was not going to let this happen. And apparently, he pretty much has some feelings. He has some harsh words to say about Katie and everything else. And then pretty much Wyatt stepped in to defend Katie in the man's order. Now I gotta give a salute to Wyatt for defending that dumbass man for trying to invigorate what really happened. Now, here's how it went down. Pretty much everything went down between them two, and they're still bickering over that. Meanwhile, Hope and Ridge having a conversation about Hope, we all know. Talking about Hope and pretty much what's been going on. And Steffi said you were right. She does have feelings for Liam. And meanwhile, while after that, and then Hope gets a phone call from Liam. So Liam called her to come meet her up for lunch. And they went to lunch. Pretty much she wasn't in the mood to go for it. After the last time we saw was the baby picture. And then pretty much just in case scenario, it is all going to hell break loose. So then we go to the part, we're going to go to Hope and Liam. So Hope and Liam had a wonderful lunch together. They all talk about the Hope for the future, her new fashion line is making a comeback. So they're talking about that. Pretty much everything else was celibate. Pretty much Liam is hoping that he will go back to his father, which was Hope was saying. But I don't think anytime soon, and I don't think he will go back to his father to work unless he comes up and works with Hope in this little fashion line. Now, over back to who else was in the show today? Yes, Steffi and Ridge. Steffi and Ridge was still talking about Hope, and maybe they were right. Hope does have feelings for Liam. And I've been saying this, and I'm saying this again. We all know she has feelings. There's feelings in the world. When you see something epic. You see something that's vertical, and there's something that some people wanted to know. But when you see the show, they see something. When you see Hope and Liam, she has feelings. No doubt. She really does. I mean, in the last episode, Steffi questioned her. And I think she still does. Okay. Let's go back a little. Meanwhile, back to the show. Rich made a suggestion that she would to tell Steffi to keep an eye on her. Not like to spy on her, but just to keep an eye on her, see if she don't go a little bit too fast. And meanwhile, back to Katie and Wyatt and Bill, all bickering about this whole engagement, how he disowned people out of his life. And it's such amazing when you see these people who they're good people trying to do for the goodwill, and you don't want to help them, well, screw them. You just want to go and do somebody else. But then Bill made the biggest offer he ever refused. And the biggest offer that Wyatt couldn't even turn down is here's the option. In the episode, it was pretty much the option. Either he stays ends his relationship and the engagement with Katie, or he loses everything, including his father, inheritance, his car, and his business, and everything else was left in it. So pretty much Wyatt had to make a bold decision. He said, you know what? And we're going to get to that part in just a minute, but let's go back a little bit to Rich and Steffi for a bit. So Rich and Steffi still talking about Hope, and Rich couldn't even say if none of this would happen if she slept with Bill. And pretty much Bill was like a piece of mind, and we all know Rich can't even stand him. He just wished he never existed. That's what he said. He wished that he never existed. And Hope and Liam was still talking about the fashion line, pretty much everything was going on, and they love the fashion line, and I can't wait to see it when it comes out. But Hope and Liam is really wondering, is he ever going back to Steffi? But he didn't mention that. He mentioned that he's pretty much not going back to his father. Now back in the show. This means everything on the line. The final minutes of the show. The final minutes between Wyatt and Katie and Hope. I mean, not Katie. I mean, not Hope. I mean, Bill. So the final minutes, we pretty much saw these two going at it. Bill gave him a choice, and Wyatt decided he's done with Bill. He's done with the accusations. He's done with everything. He doesn't even care about the business. He doesn't care about the money. He just cares about Katie so much because they have a good connection. But then Bill mentioned something else that Katie has. Her son. That's right. And this is the first time I noticed. Bill and Katie have a son. His ex-wife, Katie, have a son. And that's before we get to that, but Bill asks, does anybody know about the whole engagement? Does Brooke know? Does Quinn know? Does anybody else know? No, they know about the relationship, but they don't know about the whole engagement yet. And I think Brooke already knows, and she said her condolences. She said congratulations. But Bill was really tired of it. But then he mentioned something about Jack. Their little son, Jack. I think that's pretty much the boy's name. He wants to take no more business. He wants his son out of the will. And also said he wants to take custody of Katie's son. Now, in the past, they said that Katie did something in the past where she was intoxicated, she was drinkless, and everything else, she went ballistic. And she said, you will never take my son away from me. And he said, watch me. And then pretty much Wyatt said he had enough. He had enough with all the problems. He had enough with this and that. He said, forget it. I just wish that bullet that Sally pulled that trigger hit at you instead of that little skyscraper. And Bill went ballistic. He went ballistic. Ballistic. These two went end to end. You should have seen this damn show. You should have seen it. What Wyatt just said about his father. He didn't give a damn about him. But guess what? He actually did. He said he wished that bullet didn't miss that skyscraper and took a bullet. That bullet should have hit Bill, and pretty much Bill went ballistic. He stand up, confronted his son. Like these two are about to fight. But pretty much Bill said some harsh words. He said, I'm going to take everything away from you. And Leah says, Wyatt says, pretty much, you're going to have to get through me first. You're not taking anything from me or from her. And that's some harsh words right there. All right, folks, now it's time for my thoughts. What will happen next in the episode? I think Bill is going to talk to Justin about taking his son, Wyatt, out of his not being his own his son and out of the business. And Hope is pretty much really wanting something. I mean, do we pretty much gonna be seeing some lovemaking in the next episode between Hope and Liam, or could we be seeing some hell breaking loose some more? And pretty much Kay and Wyatt, and Kay is gonna be freaking out, and I'm pretty much just gonna be it. So that's my thoughts right there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get to the bonus clip. Man, today's show was something. I mean, the energy, the way these two, and you're gonna see this clip because I'm telling you, you want to see this. These two are gonna be butting heads together. It's gonna be like a brawl in the women's bedroom, not the women's bed, but it's gonna be a brawl between a sooner or later. So here it is, Steffi and Ridge Doubt is the title. Take a look at the bonus clip. Part 1. The first one. Not part 1, but the first one.
Well, maybe you guys should avoid each other for a while.
And how do you suppose we do that? Thanks to you, we're relaunching her clothing line.
That should keep her busy, though, right? And I gotta tell you, I think it's gonna be a great success.
Yeah, we were discussing that, but then the conversation kind of moved into a good wife to me.
Oh, it's interesting. She is doubting you? She's doubt about you?
I mean, I think that she has a lot of doubts. Maybe she regrets ever taking off to Europe.
Although that was good for you and Liam. You get to spend some time together, get to know each other.
Yeah. And she was cool about it. She's been supportive and protective of the baby. I mean, Liam may not have come to the ultrasound if it weren't for Hope. Sharing that amazing experience, seeing our baby for the first time.
Yeah, okay. I get that. But that doesn't mean she needs to spend time with Liam.
Yeah, especially if that means stirring things up inside, causing her to have feelings for Liam. Feelings that should have been put to rest a long time ago.
All right, whatever happened between you and Liam is between you guys. It doesn't concern her. She doesn't like it, but she has to respect that you guys are married to each other.
Yeah, I think she does. I don't know. I hope she does. I just don't know if she has that much faith in me.
Why do you care about that? Why do you care if she has faith in you?
Because I'm just so hard on myself, and I don't want another person doubting me, Dad.
I don't doubt you. I believe in you 100%.
That's because you have to say that.
I don't know enough to say anything. I say it because it's true. Life is weird that way. It's always going to hand you a challenge. It's how you deal with it that makes you who you are. Who you are. Tough, young, strong, incredible woman. I'm proud of you.
And we're going to the bonus clip. This is the bonus clip, part 2. The moment you all been waiting for. Wyatt, Katie, and Bill. This is something. I'm doing a little drawings, as you can see, while the show's playing.
Can ruin the feel of your mattress? Hi, I'm a mom. One of the hardest jobs out there. This is Junior. Junior's a sweetheart, but he can wreak havoc on our mattresses.
I'm going to go ahead and get to it. Here it is. The final ones.
After everything you did to my brother, I have always stood by you. I have always been the dutiful son.
Because you knew the road was paved for you to take over.
No, because you're my father, you idiot. I just want us to be a family.
Don't know about this. About your mother.
Yes. They know that Katie and I are involved.
We haven't told them about the engagement yet.
Either one of them give you their blessing?
Yeah, Brooke did.
Brooke did. Well, congratulations on that. You got the seal of approval from a relationship pinball machine. Well, you ain't getting mine. I will fight you every step of the way. So be prepared for a battle, Katie. Battle you will lose.
Let's get out of here. This is a waste of time.
Yeah. That includes custody, Katie.
What?
You think I'm playing? Think a judge will look at your sick relationship? Think it's in Will's best interest? Never. And neither do I. I will not allow my son to be raised in that environment. I will sue for custody, and I will win.
Don't you dare threaten me.
You had your battles with instability before. Depression. Now I hear you're drinking again.
We've talked about this. I am not an alcoholic, and my doctor confirms that I was only drinking back then to cope with what you were doing to me, the abuse you heaped on me.
You were drinking to cope. In my book, that's the very definition of an alcoholic. And I'll give a damn what Dr. Quackity Quack says. Now, back then, I was going to go for custody, but I threw you a bone. But considering your erratic behavior, it's out the window. I'm taking Will.
No, you won't, Bill. No, you won't.
Watch me.
And you're going to be his moral compass. You're going to look out for his best interest. You, who sleeps with your son's wife, you would deny our child a loving and caring mother just to hurt me? Now that is sick.
What the hell is wrong with you, huh? You're threatening to take away Will? Look at all the people that you hurt. You're just always so bitter and self-absorbed. Call me crazy. I thought there was a small part of you that just actually might be happy for us, but I guess not. Instead, I'm here. You're throwing me out. You're disowning me. Is that it?
Choice.
Fine. I'm done. I want a father I can actually be proud of, and I'll never be proud of you. Never. All right? You're despicable. You're egotistical. You know what? I wish Sally hadn't missed. I wish Sally actually had shot you.
What did you say? You wish Sally shot me? You're a fool. And you will come crawling back on your hands and knees. You are done with that. You mark my words. You lose everything.
Okay.
Me? Company? Will.
You do one thing to take Will away from the only decent parent he has left. That'll be the last thing that you do.
Oh, it's gonna be a jawbreaker tomorrow. You better be ready for these two. You better be ready. Here's a recap of the next episode. Take a look.
He's going to take Will. Did you hear what he said? He wants to hurt me. He's going to take Will.
It doesn't have to end if you don't want it to. And she hasn't signed the annulment papers yet.
I don't want Wyatt having any legal claim as my son.
Ooh, that's gonna be big. That's gonna be big right there. That's gonna be big. Now over here, I've been drawing a little bit while this show has been going on. And as you can see, I've been drawing over here, so I'm going to show you what we could be expecting. Okay. Been a little time. Just give me a minute. Take a look at the picture. Now, I could figure he will lose everything. So this is what we got here. Bill is pretty much, this is the big bad Bill. Bill right here. You have Wyatt and Liam pretty much They're sons. They were sons and related. And then his ex-wife, Katie, that we all know that pretty much these two used to date it. But now, hold on a second. She dates Wyatt. And then pretty much you come down here, the child that we have thought for the first time. And I ever in this show got to see this. So this is the child, what Bill and Katie has. A child named Will. And I thought it was Jack, and I was wrong. It was Will. All right. And then his life, his whole life, that what he has, left into everything else in his hands. His business, his company, all the other stuff he owns. And then you have your enemies, Sally and Bill. Now remember, these two hate each other, but they don't give a damn. But then, if you look right here, in this picture, he loses he will lose everything. He will lose his 3 sons right here. When he said he will lose everything, that means he will lose his 3 sons and pretty much his ex-wife. Let me put that. Ex-wife. Oh, boy. Let me make it big for you because you're going to see it. Ex. His ex-wife, and then he'll probably battle custody for Will of what a term behavior that Katie did back in the day. It was pretty much disturbing to what we see here. So you see this, folks? You really see it. You actually see what's really going on, and now you can see the whole circle of all Bill's dirty life, which pretty much he is a screw-up. That's right, he's a screw-up. He's dirty. He's nasty. He's a filthy person. Filthy son of a motherfucking bitch. Lord, I forgive y'all. I'm so sorry, but I just went off all day. I haven't went off all day. And you know, I say Bill is going to lose everything. And he's going to lose his 3 sons and his ex-wife. He don't have to hear from them two. He don't even care if he's going to show up. But will he show up to the wedding? No. He's going to pretty much going to have to destroy the wedding. Now, that's all for tonight, folks. I will see you back here tomorrow. Between all this, what will happen next? Y'all better be tuned in and be ready and be alert. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. This is Craig Armstrong signing off. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, for another edition. The Bold and Beautiful Recap and Preview. Take care. Sayonara. And to everybody in the U.S., good night. On the West Coast, good evening. And to everyone overseas, good morning or afternoon, man. Tune in tomorrow. I'll take care.